authors can have multiple books, but on top of that, a book can also have multiple authors. To accomplish that, we will require many-to-many relation. Configuring that is super simple. With .NET 5, EF Core has provided a new feature in which it will automatically create a mapping table when we want to have many-to-many relation. To see that in action, if I go back to the code, let me close all the tabs other than books here, and I will open author. So author can have multiple books. To create that navigation, we will create a list here of book, and I will call that as books. So author can have multiple books here. Similarly, books can have multiple authors. So here we will write author, and we have authors. Great. So we have added one kind of mapping to let EF Core know that there is some kind of many-to-many relation. With addition of these two simple lines, let me go to the data access and create a new diagram. And great! You can see EF Core has done quite a few things right out of the box with addition of only 2 lines. It has created an intermediate table with the name of author book, and that has book ID and author ID. The author book table has one-to-many relation to author as well as one-to-many relation to the book table. And if you combine two one-to-many relation, that will end up to be a many-to-many relation. EF Core has done all the hard work, but this will only work if you are using .NET Core 5 or above. If your application is using previous version of .NET Core earlier than .NET 5, then we had to create the mapping table by ourselves. Doing that is not as complicated as you would think. But before I do that, let me add a migration and see this in action. I will call that add many-to-many relation and skip mapping table. Because here we have skipped creating the mapping table, EF Core is automatically creating that mapping table. Let's see what it does here. It creates an intermediate table with the name of author book, and it has the constraint of foreign key relation to the author and book table. And then it creates index. That looks good. With that configured, let me update database and go back to SQL Server here. We will refresh the tables here. We have the author book table, columns. You can see both the tables are foreign key to author and book table. So that way we have the many-to-many relation. But right now we do not have any control on this mapping table. If for some reason we want to add another column here, we cannot do that. So if you want control on the mapping table, we will have to do what was done before .NET 5. Let me show you that in the next video.